Welcome, Empire War community. This is your host, Divine, bringing you another match of the 2021 Empire War Space Cup. We are, so far, we are close to the end of the tournament. We are all the way to losers quarterfinals. Today's match will be against DarthCyfe6 and Cuarson. And to note that these are actually the last two Americans in the tournament. So this match will determine which American will get top 4. So this is pretty exciting for me to see, as the other 3 participants are from the German descent. But as I've delayed this streaming, I'm going to go ahead and just start with the draft process. Unfortunately, I don't have another commentator as well, but that's okay. Blackout, he bailed on me, so. Knowing these players, I'm going to assume that Cyph will ban Polis, more than likely. Okay, Carson's actually banning, and Cuarson opts for the Geonosis ban. I know that he had actually been practicing that map a bit, so curious to see him ban that. Okay, so he's... Oh wait, no, sorry. The bans went so fast, I actually did not see the Polis ban. Both okay. And, okay, Cuarson with the indoor pick. Very fast draft process, I can't even keep up. And Cyph will choose to pick Empire. I guess some history of this map. It's before it was very Empire-sided. I'm still under the impression that it's still favored for Empire, but I think it's slightly better. I think more so people have properly learned how to play the map more so than the change I actually went through with the map. Oh, I didn't mean to click that, but that is oh well. Alright, we're off in game 1. Let's see, I'm gonna focus more on Cuarson to see if he to see what he does. So it looks like he's going to opt to miss the Nebula. Cyph's actually not even going for his base mine, which is very interesting. I guess he knows that he's going to skip, and if Cuarson builds a bomber first, that could be really, really good for Cyph. It looks like he's building X-Wings though, and he did go the firepower upgrade. Cuarson's opting to build this, so I think Cuarson now knows that the middle is where Cyph is destined to go. And it looks like he's going to... Oh, there's the bomber. So he did go bomber first. Oh, and Cyph dropping a bomber of his own. That's going to be really big right there, because I don't think... Yeah, he's not going to be able to kill it. Oh no, he's... Cyph's... I don't know what Cyph is doing. I guess he was trying to body block? Okay, so he did body block the other torpedoes, so that was really good. So now, I'm very confused on the strategy, so... He's also sending the bomber up. I don't know why he would do that, but... Okay, so he's opting to go for the missile turret. Yeah, I was actually more excited to see Cuarson on this map, but now I kind of want to see what what Cyph is doing. Because Because I'm actually dumbfounded. If he's going to commit to the middle like this, I feel like he needs this turret. Because if he doesn't get this turret, then it's kind of big oof. Oh, and then here comes another Y-Wing, so this actually might be bad for Cyphe. He does soak the bomber, so we have actually a bomber 1v1 right here. Okay, never mind, the bombers are splitting off. Yeah, I think this might be GG. I mean, I think he needed a missile turret right here if he wanted this to work. Because now he's building 2 mines. He does kill the comms array. He goes for the comms array. So now all of Cyphe's units are invisible now. He will rebuild his base mine, I assume. He doesn't actually have the credits for it though. Oh, he does. Okay, I was lied. He's sitting on, I think he was sitting on close to 2K. But these X-Wings are going to make quick use of that mine. Yeah, unfortunately I think Cyphe has lost this game. This was a very fun strat to watch, but it was. That's all I can say about it. It was interesting. Let's bring up the chat. Let's see what the chat's saying about this. Why is Cyphe ignoring Cuarson's base mine? I think what he was trying to do, he was trying to keep this alive, but I don't think he expected Cuarson to send another bomber to it, and he could have maybe defended it if he would have built a missile turret right here. But now Cuarson probably, I mean, he easily has enough money to, I would say, tech. Yeah, and Cyphe calls the GG. Alright, so we, yeah, the chat is very, very toxic towards Cyphe for, I guess, good reasons. So let's see what the Cyphe chooses to pick. So we have a Kessel pick. With a Rebellion pick, typical pick. This map is considered rebel-sided. Still winnable, but let's see what Cyphe opts to do now. I want to focus on Cyphe because we've already seen some wacky shit, so I want to see more. Looks like Cuarson's doing the typical strat. Get both base mines and then go straight up. Ooh, what is... That's interesting. Especially when you just leave it there for that. split or 2 or 3 seconds. So he's actually opting, I think he's going to go for this one first. So yeah, he's gonna try to hit both at the same time. I feel like that requires a lot of micro, and this mine actually fully gets built, so... Ah, overlay. Yes, I apologize. I apologize. Shitty streamer, by the way. My apologies. Trying to decide who's actually at the advantage, but I feel like I want to say Cyphe is slightly ahead, maybe. I don't know what he has in reserve. Is the big question. Because I feel like Cuarson took too long to kill this, but we'll see. Yes, Wapu. The reason the score is not updated actually is because they have actually gone so fast with the draft process. It's actually hard for me to keep up. So I do apologize. Yes, Laney, thank you. I know. I will update that as soon as possible. I don't know if this is going to be a 2-0, to be honest. This is looking pretty solid for Cyphe. All of his X-Wings are actually on the right side. And Cyphe has 2 mines on the left. As long as Cyphe doesn't build this, I think he's fine. Something to note, actually, Cyphe has had a mine for a pretty solid amount of time, and he has yet to get the mine upgrade. The first mine upgrade. So I think what Cyphe's trying to do is just keep these X-Wings like entertained. And Cuarson will GG out. Okay, so with that said, we are going to update the score. Naboo. Okay. Cyphe opting for the Rebel pick. Naboo. And we will not forget the overlay this time. And we will even update the factions. So the factions are now accurate. However, I think they were accurate last game. So... Cyphe is going, I believe, to defend his base mine. This looks like a defense. Yes, he's going to defend with that one X-Wing. Not sure if I... Maybe I approve. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Okay, there's a bomber. That's why he was defending. He knows Cuarson was going to drop the bomber. So... he will nuke that bomber pretty hard. Okay, I approve of what Cyphe did. It's pretty much his way of hard countering, knowing exactly what Cuarson would do. However, I feel like if Cuarson can kill this mine, he's still in a pretty good spot. Because Cyphe is nowhere near close to his base mine. Though he is opting to go for pirate fighters, which do benefit rebels more than Empire. This TIE fighter is on patrol at the moment. The one downside for rebels using pirate fighters is that they are turtles. So he is committing to the bottom left. Cyphe will be able to just rebuild his base mine with that, however. If Cyphe can actually kill the base mine at the same amount of time as the bottom left, I think Cyphe's in a really good spot, because he actually does win the bottom right, so he actually has the choice of building either mine, assuming he has enough money. And he does not, actually. So he does need to save up for a mine if he wants to make this worth. He will not have enough money to build the mine either. So, very unfortunate. I do like where Cyphe went with this match. He's 100 away from getting another mine. This dogfight at the bottom left will benefit Cuarson a lot more, though. He does have enough for a mine now, so if he gets this up before Cuarson gets this mine, I feel like he's in a good spot. And he does. Does Cuarson have enough for a mine? He does, so he's going to build his base mine. So honestly, Cyphe should just kill these fighters and go back to the base mine. And he's not going to. Oh, and Cyphe is actually going to move these X-Wings away. And he's going to check the nebula. Okay, so the bombers are coming in. Ooh, he does need to kill those bombers really bad. He's saving up for another mine, but Cuarson's doing a really good job of getting the bombers out of the missile turret range. he's actually going to clear these TIE fighters, so this is really good for Cyphe. I think this might be where it turns. Because he does have enough to kill this, with this mine being rebuilt. However, this is that's very unfortunate. I don't know if Cyphe even cares about that. I think you just keep dropping more pirate fighters there, and just focusing on the bottom left. Because now Cyphe has enough to kill this and build bottom left, and there's just nothing around. Cuarson's focusing on bombers, which is... So I don't like what Cyphe's doing right here. He's just moving away from the bottom left. He's pretty much committed to bottom left, so he just needs to defend. Okay, never mind. He's just scouting. Okay, I thought he was going to try to go up to his base mine. He is losing all these pirate fights. No, he actually won the dogfight. I am just incorrect. So yeah, he's just going to try to hard defend left, and Cuarson doesn't have a mine right now, so looks like it's going to go good for him. Oh, if he actually builds this and the bomber kills it... Oh, he does! Oh, the bomber. Oh, no. Cyphe. Please. Oh, he body blocks it! Oh my god, that was so clutch. That was actually the most clutch play right there in this whole game. So yeah, pretty much this is GG, maybe? Cuarson choosing to stay in the game though. Oh, okay, he is hitting the bottom left mine, but it doesn't really matter because Cyphe now has 2 mines. I think Cyphe is going to opt to build a mine and not even worry about this top right mine. He knows he has double the income of him. Oh, Cuarson doing a really good job of dogfighting the X-Wings, getting him away from the whole group. Okay, Cyphe losing these pirate fighters at a rapid rate. Hopefully he has some more in reserve. He will win this dogfight bottom right or bottom left. Cuarson trying his best to stay in this game, but it's just not going to work out for him. Trying to slowly chip away at this mine with every fighter he warps in. This fighter actually spawned in. I think he lost 2 immediately, or maybe 3. This is definite GG. And that's where Cuarson will call it. and I cannot quit. Never mind, I can't quit. 10 mines lost throughout that game. Interesting. So we will go into a game 4 with Cyph leading 2-1. Let's see what Cyph chooses to pick. Thank you, Ioko02. Or I don't know if I said your name right. If I butchered it, I apologize. Yeah, he built a lot of bombers. He hard committed hard on the bombers. Oh, Cyph choosing to go Dantooine, and Cuarson immediately picks Empire. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know what other map you can. So Geo's been banned. So Cyph would actually have to pick Indoor or Cuarson, I believe, or Cuarson, sorry, for a game 5. And we have a sync error. Cyph is leading 2-1 with Petroglyph now on the board. I did not restart my game, however we will tell them that I did, or leave a very vague message to make them believe I did. Okay, so Cuarson going to use his re. Cuarson now no longer has any re's. I don't know if he messed that up. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. Cyph's going to build this mine, I think? Is he really? That's very ballsy if he does. That is very ballsy. Is he going to build... He's going to defend this mine. Interesting. He builds the middle mine. Okay. It's a lot of money invested into just purely mines. could really actually work out into his favor depending on how long it takes Cuarson to kill this. If it goes fully up, which I think it might, yes it does. Oh, this is very unfortunate though. Big ol' stop command. Oh, he body blocked every single torpedo though. Really good by Cyfe. He didn't get the body block on the second wave though. Cyfe actually opting to build this mine too, so he has a lot of money invested in mines. And if he was able to kill this bomber, I would say he's in a really good spot, but he's not going to be able to. And I think he's going to lose the dogfight here. And maybe a top two. He might lose that dogfight. Unfortunately, I can't see how many X-Wings are here, but it might almost be better to try to wiggle out of this. Oh, he's actually going to go for the canister, but Cuarson doesn't bite. That would have been another oof. Another canister Cuarson oof. Oh, he's actually building the middle mine again. So instead of trying to kill Cuarson's base mine, because that turret is a very hard to kill, he's opting to just build the mines. I don't know how that's helping him, because I feel like Cuarson has him outnumbered down here. Yeah, this is not looking too hot. Oh, he does? Oh, that X-Wing's gonna take a lot of damage though, unfortunately. If he had another X-Wing, he might be able to kill this immediately. I don't know what Cyfe's goal is, but Cuarson's making the wrong decision trying to come down south. Because this mine's about to go up, so I think Cyfe has actually had. Oh, okay, maybe Cyfe's micro. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say that's actually the wrong decision, but Cyfe opted to go through the nebula and basically sack 3 X-Wings, so I guess it was the right decision? Okay, he might actually kill this. Unfortunately, the X-Wing is dogfighting, so... Though I do believe Cuarson just has too many TIE fighters on the field. Oh, if there was an X-Wing right there. I don't think Cyfe can come back in this game. He's just lost too many X-Wings. He actually has the shield upgrade, to note. Yeah, there's just way too many mines on the field. Or ties on the field. Yeah, Cyphe doesn't really have an answer for this. It was interesting, but it looks like we are going to go to a game 5. He will hit the supply dock. Oh, see, no one said in chat that I messed it up. I thought I pressed the button. Unless someone did say overlay, then I didn't catch it. Okay, no, everyone did say overlay, but the chat was going so fast it just kind of blocked it out. I apologize. So I think the only way Cyphe could win is if there was like 3 canisters that like blew up this one, this blob, and like, yeah, just like, well, 2 canisters. Like, he would have to kill this and this.
Enemy space station has been upgraded.
Okay, the tech pretty much confirmed it. So we will be going into a game 5 scenario. With Cuarson. Having map pick. Ooh. Okay, Cyphe with the BM. Cuarson taking a break. So, okay. So this, I will not forget the overlay this time. Yeah, I will, Nico. Don't you worry. See, this is why we need Blackout here. Blackout can remind me of the overlay. When I'm streaming by myself, I'm like a little lost puppy in the middle of the street. Just too much to focus on by myself. Everyone, be sure to DM Blackout and BM him for not being here. He's probably watching anime at this exact moment. Scythe does go into this game with the advantage, so let's see what Cuarson picks. Cuarson was max pop cap. Cuarson opting to chat. Oh, okay, so now I know what he is doing. I was confused by the Dantooine. I thought he was trolling. Three. So we will have a game 5 on Dantooine. Dantooine, and the pick is Empire. Okay, we got the re. So both Bothawui games have each player has used their re on, and most notably the Empire side. And yes, I was actually about to forget the overlay, but now that I remember, I even swapped the factions. Looks like Scythe might do a Warpin as baseline, or a Warpin in middle. Looks like he's going for the base mine. Not one player has gone to middle yet. Funny enough. It looks like they're going now. Oh, he's actually... might be really bad for Cuarson. Because Scythe's going to win this dogfight, I believe? Yes, he's actually going to win this dogfight. So, Cuarson building this is actually a big oof. And Scythe's building this. Scythe really needs to do something with these 3 TIE fighters, or 4 actually, just chilling. Scythe has not got his mine upgrade. Very interesting choice, considering he's on double mines right now. Cuarson choosing to dogfight, I don't know if I agree with this. Maybe I do agree with it, maybe I'm just an idiot. think that's even numbers, maybe? So each player building a mine. Cyphe almost has, he's about 500 credits. He's going to warp in at the middle. I believe what he could do actually is send 4 of these TIE fighters to Cuarson's base mine while I guess he's opting to defend bottom right. Maybe that he thinks that since he has a mine advantage that he's going to be able to Both players have hit mine upgrade 2 though, so the money is flowing in. Cyphe really needs to kill this mine right here. He's actually opting to defend his base mine instead of kill the enemy base mine. While his mine is being his only. This is very risky, but we'll see what happens. I feel like he has the TIE fighter lead to the point where he could just build a bomber. Like, he can literally just build a bomber right here. Because if anything, he's letting Cuarson get back into this game. I do like this, though. So now Cuarson can't build that mine. And I don't think Cuarson knows, so he's actually going to keep his X-Wings here and build that mine, but he doesn't know about the missile turret. However, Cyphe will lose his double upgrade, so that is a big issue. Cyphe needs to build this, and oh, the missile turret attack the mine. Hello? Okay, I don't think it had vision without the TIE there. Okay, Cyphe doesn't choose to build his base mine again. He builds the top right here. Yeah, I don't really like where Cyphe's taking this game. I'm usually known for wanting to defend mines, but not at the extent of just kind of throwing the game. He's actually going to go straight down. If Scythe builds this is pretty much bad news. He does scout it though. I'm actually like kind of mad, not gonna lie. Because Scythe could have this game easily won if he would just go here. just go there. Don't really know what he's doing. However, there is an X-Wing on stop command, so that's pretty fortunate for Scythe. Yeah, I think Scythe is actually in the process of throwing. He does scout that. And the bomber, okay. So we got a bomber here. So Cuarson's opting to go all the way up top. So Scythe is hard committing on the defense, which is actually, I don't know how I feel about this, but because that's a lot of X-Wings. Even if he kills this, he could just straight up dogfight and I feel like win. Potentially. We'll see what this dogfight does right here. Scythe really needs to reinforce this dogfight if he wants to win. And he decides to let the X-Wing straight up shred his TIE fighters. So Scythe actually threw this game. I'm pretty confident that he threw this game by never attacking the base mine. So Scythe's almost at the base mine. He's almost attempted. Cuarson actually has enough X-Wings to straight up take out the supply dock, I believe, if he really wanted to. And I think that's actually what he might do. He might just go for the game ender. Nope, that's a negative. So we have a TIE fighter chilling right here. He could have actually just built a like laser turret there. Cuarson is going for the game ender. The only way Scythe could actually do this is if he teched immediately right now. He should be probably killing the concussion missile launcher first, because that's the only thing that can really damage him at the moment. Scythe did build a mine, so I don't know if Tech 2's anywhere soon.
Enemy space station has
Oh,
been
he does
upgraded.
tech. He does get the tech too. So, he does kill the shield generator. So this is actually his ultimate plan right here to get Boba Fett. This is his way of turning the game around, I believe. He might actually drop Boba Fett here to defend this mine. Yep, and it's not gonna be quick enough. It's very unfortunate. Cyph would need a miracle right now. The bomber has made it across the map now. Here we go, boys. Unfortunately, Cuarson does have 3 mines, so... And... the shield generator is dead, so he will be applying pressure with the X-Wings on the Tech 2 stage. Okay, now this is a game 5 right here, boys. This is the game 5 we've all called for.
Enemy space station has been upgraded.
Oh, he could have actually kept going. And he could have probably saved the mine. And he still does though. Very fortunate. And he lost vision of the middle, so that's unfortunate though. However, Cuarson's just floating so much money at the moment. Oh, the bomber! The bomber, if this bomber actually kills his mine, this will be big for Cyph. However, it doesn't look like it's angling. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's actually going to kill the... Okay. Okay, now it does. I would say Cyph actually has a small chance in this game. Mainly because this mine was up for so long. It's very, very small. This missile turret would have to go big on this Corvette, though. Because the money is now evened out. So if he can pick a good engagement with Han Solo, I feel like he could still win. Like if he fights Han Solo under the turret or something, or with the missiles hitting him. He will hide him off stage though. Cyph could actually build this mine too. That might be what he's trying to play. That might be the play. Oh, unfortunately, Han will go up though. I hear a mine being built. Oh, it's Carson's base mine. So, something interesting, Carson actually has the option to just maybe potentially finish the game. It's going to take a while for... So, man, this game is so wonky. It'll take a while for Han to kill this, so this is where Cyph needs to go straight here and just straight up fight the Han. Oh, there's actually 2 Corvettes on the field, so that might be a little tough for Cyph to come back from. We might be in for a long one, boys. Carson able to have 1 Corvette on each side of the field. I don't know. I don't know how Cyph can come back. Because fortunately, Carson has the option of just putting pressure on the base. He's going to take out the hangar now, which is actually the hard point that has the most health. Funny enough. We might. Are we gonna get it? No, we will not. So yes, he's actually now taking out the hangar, so now Cyph has lost all starting fighters. Or free fighters, I should say. Cyph is now on a time limit. Potentially, I mean... Cyph, yeah, so Carson's gonna get this mine. And Cyph calls the GG. Very unfortunate. I would say that this game was a hard, hard throw. 18 mines total lost. We have, I think the last few games were 10 mines lost. So this is almost double the amount of mines that were lost. Wow, I am... I don't know what to say about that game. So let's just let's move our participants and let's talk to them, because
There we go.
oh, okay.
How did that not sync? That would have fucking blown. I would have just FF the turdy if that syncs.
Okay.
I can't wait to hear the Boba commentary on that one.
At I mean, game 5, I was pretty much like, I stopped talking. Like, everyone in the chat was lost for words. I was lost for words. There was a lot of flame through probably. Like, how long was that game? Did anyone catch the timer?
I don't know. It was at least
No.
20 minutes.
I could hang on. I could check. I recorded locally, so give me 1 second to skip
There
back
was a lot
through,
of
and I'll tell
flame
you.
because that game was literally thrown by Cyph for.
Oh yeah.
He basically decided to not attack the enemy base mine for the first 90% of the game, and if he would have done so, it would have probably just won the game. Like, literally, like, there was no turret. You could have just sent one fighter, and that one fighter would have easily killed the whole mine.
I got the time for you. 21 minutes 49 seconds.
Yeah. Whew. But let's hold off on game 5. Let's talk about game 1.
An hour ago. Let me think back.
Yeah. So let's. I was more interested at the beginning of the match to see what Cuarson was doing, and then I saw what Cyph was doing. So take me on your plan, Cyph. What was that?
It worked out well. I just was hoping Cuarson was going to get caught off guard, and then he wasn't going to build a Y-wing to attack my middle mine, and he built a Y-wing, and I was like, oh well, not much I could do there. That was the end of it. I was really just kind of hoping to just, like, maybe hit the nerves hidden, or just like kind of, I was banking on that, but he just outplayed. It was well done. So I was definitely a cheese strat. I tried it and didn't work, and that's what it is. But
Okay. It almost. I almost thought it could have worked if you would have opted for the missile turret in the middle, because I think that would have been a good way to deal with the Y-wing.
yeah, I could have dropped the TIE fighter there, but it is what it is. I don't know. I was definitely going for a cheese strat in game 1, and it almost worked, but Cuarson was able to respond in the right manner, which was building a Y-wing to attack the middle, and it worked out for him. So I mean, props to him, man. Just nothing. I mean, that was it. Like, that was the big blunder with that. It was just kind of like, well, I guess I just kind of did I have two laser turrets, or did I have a missile turret too?
You had one turret.
Okay.
You did not get a second turret.
Yeah.
Cuarson, I mean, you pretty much played standard, skipping the middle and going for the base mine. What did you think when you saw, like, no turret or base mine? Like,
I was like, am I playing Jax? When I saw no mine, I was like, okay, I guess Y-wing just kills the mid mine I know is going up.
yeah,
And
I
it
mean,
did.
I felt like if he would have, like, opted for the missile turret, it might have been good, but like the Y-wing unfortunately outranges the laser turret.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much everything we need to say about game 1. Very, very basic, quick game. What was game 2? That was Kessel, right?
Kessel.
Yeah,
God, I hate Kessel. I don't know how I didn't ban that. I fucking hate that map.
Oh, I knew I was gonna either pick Geonosis or Kessel, like, because I knew Cuarson hated those maps, and he didn't ban Kessel, so I was like, all right, I'll just go Kessel then. And then, like, I don't care
know
if I
how
play
to deal
Empire.
with pirate fighters. Like, I don't know how to deal with them.
I mean, you just kind of let me get them, so I just like, all right, well, I'm just gonna fucking spam them. So, like,
yeah, it's pretty much.
Look at Verdi's meme in 1v1 discussion.
I'll see it after our interview. I'm sure it's really good. I'm sure there's
You
gonna
have
be
to put it on screen in the interview.
I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of good memes that we'll be able to laugh at afterwards, specifically for game 5. But Kessel, pretty standard strats by both players. I think Rex said something in chat where Empire like apparently Empire's won every Kessel match, and typically it's considered a rebel sided map. Is that true? Like, can anyone
I've
confirm
lost.
that?
I know that I've lost Kessel a lot as rebels.
I don't know who else has played Kessel. Is the thing.
I think did Moon and Artemis. I don't know. I think Rex. Rex played somebody, and Rex was Empired one, I believe.
I believe that was Dr. Coco.
Yep.
So I don't know if we should count that one.
Oh no, bad map.
Yeah, I don't know how much Kessel's been played. But it is interesting to see Empire win every map, if that's true. Yeah, pretty much standard play by both of you, and I will say that Cuarson, I feel like it took you quite a bit to kill the top right mine.
It did. Yeah, my micro was really bad.
Is that just like inexperience on the map, you think?
I think so. I'm just not good with micro, and
Kessel having to micro two spots at the beginning of the game at once is probably a struggle.
Yeah, I just built pirates, and I was just like, well, I'm just gonna fucking hard win this fight on Kessel, and won the left, built the bottom left mine, killed him in the middle because I won that dog fight, built the second mine, and I was like, all right, there's no way this guy wins.
Yeah, pretty standard. I guess we can move on to what was it, Naboo?
Mm-hmm.
Naboo. That one was interesting because I think Cypher, I think you opted to defend your base mine. And did you predict the bomber?
Yeah, 100%. I knew Carson was gonna try to cheese me with a bomber because he saw Laney and stuff do that. So I was like, I'm gonna do that and then build bottom left. So that was 100% the strategy.
Yeah.
Going into that map.
It felt like you pretty much had the game like under control for like majority. There was like one time where I think it was like kind of scary, but you still had a lead, and it was like throw potential. But overall,
Yeah, the throw was when I had the 6 pirate fighter. I should have canceled it, and that way I would have had enough money to.
Yeah. That's exact because Rex commented on that. It was like one pirate fighter too much.
Yeah, and I was gonna try to cancel it, then I just realized that I had already built it, and it was like, oh well, whoops.
I do remember I zoomed in on a 1 HP 1 bomber in a squad that almost killed your base mine, but your X-wing body blocked the last torpedo.
Oh, at the end of the game
that
there?
was really sad. So what happened is I saw him sitting on his mine, and I had my bomber selected. I waited for him to build the mine. He didn't, and that was the same time I had to build my base mine. So I quickly built my base mine, and as soon as I panned off the fucking bomber, his mine starts building. So I was just like a frame sooner it would have killed it on the first pass, but it didn't. So then he body blocked the second torpedo.
Yep.
That was tilting. That was really tilting.
I don't remember if I think Cypher still had the lead, but it would have been hype for sure. I don't know if that would have actually like mattered.
Right.
I think Cypher had like complete mid control at that point, but we were like everyone in chat blew up when it happened.
I just don't know what to do about pirate fighters.
You don't let them get
pirate
fighters?
Whenever Realm uses pirate fighters, they feel like they're like, little origami TIE fighters. But then when you get pirate fighters...
BM towards Rex? Or, Realm?
I don't know. When Realm builds pirate fighters, they die. When Cypher builds pirate fighters, they just beat the crap out of everything I have.
It might just be the amount they're building, too. I don't know how many Realm builds, but Cypher typically, like, if he gets pirate fighters, from what I noticed, he typically that's his primary unit at that point.
I mean, if you're gonna give me the best like one-on-one fighter in the game, why would I not use it? Like, it just makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Game 3?
Yeah, that was game 3.
Yeah.
Game 4.
Yeah, game 4.
Game 4. That was the one where Cypher decided to build every mine at the beginning of the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So take me on your decision there.
Well, if I do that, then he can't attack my base mine, and I can get double upgrades. So that was kind of the thought process with that. That game was a little while ago. I don't honestly really remember. I knew that I threw at some point. I think it was bad. I didn't win the dogfights. That's what I didn't do. I just did a bad job engaging the dogfights. I should have just. I think in retrospect, what I should have did was.
Realm in the chat. Sorry, go ahead.
You talking about that wall that he just posted?
Can you read that for us, Boba? Can you read the wall of chat?
Hey, hey, DarthCyfe6, my son is a huge fan of yours. Anyway, over the past few days of watching you play this game, he's gotten so much better at playing baseball. He plays in the 11 to 13-year-old division. I just wanted to stop by and thank you for teaching him how to throw so well.
No, I can't get King of Throws, so to speak, because Ormy got knocked out of the tourney before me. I would have had to thrown against him, or like he would have had to move past the tourney for me. I'm not gonna lie, I did throw Dantooine both games, but I mean, it is what it is. Like,
Well, Dantooine, the first Dantooine, it felt like it was pretty even. There, like no one had an advantage. Whereas the second one was like pretty much confirmed you had won if you just like moved one fighter to his baseline and killed it.
yeah, I
Because
don't know.
after you lost double upgrade, he literally kept double upgrade throughout the whole game, and you just,
Yeah, and I know, and that's what brought him back. I realized that like the moment he took all his took all the X-wings and attacked the top left mine that I was like hard defending with that blob. I was like, shoot, I don't have enough X-wing or TIE fighters to defend this. Probably should have just went ahead and killed the double upgrade and then just let it be what it is, and then like kept my blob alive and then just try to force a better dogfight down the road. Didn't do that. I did throw, but yeah, it is what it is. And I was like, you know what? I guess the only way I can win now is teching because he just had like 10 X-wings and it was at critical mass, and I was just like, I was like, well, maybe I can do this. And he attacked the base. Was able to kill my supply dock and shield generator
and
before.
comms array.
Oh yeah, and comms array. The comms array really didn't bother me too much, but he was able to do that. But I was catching his mind, so I was like, oh, I feel kind of comfortable here. Like it is what it is. Like my bomber was running around, and like if I had won that match, like that bomber was easily the MVP because I killed like 4 fucking mines with that, like on 4 different points of the map.
That was keeping you in the game for sure. Like even though Cuarson had like a huge lead in terms of money, because I mean at the end of the game he had 2 Corvettes and a Han to 1 Bulba. So I mean that's what, like over a 3,000 credit like advantage at that point.
Yeah.
And
So
Scythe had no supply dock either, so I kept getting more passive income.
yeah. So
yeah.
I have an issue with bombers where I tell my X-wing to attack them, and I think the bomber goes out of vision, so the X-wing just starts dogfighting the damn TIE fighter. I didn't realize it was just one bomber. I had told my X-wings to attack that thing so many times.
Well, yeah. I mean, the last game was very entertaining. I will say, I was lost for words. The whole chat was lost for words.
Are you not entertained?
I mean, like,
Oh.
I'm pretty sure when Ormy went AFK and came back in chat and said, "What the fuck is this?" when I was looking at a Han Solo slowly killing a space station, that pretty much sums up the whole game.
Yeah.
Oh, there was like 3 points in the game. I'm like, please, Scythe, just call. I think the first time I was like, please, just call GG was when I blew up your mine top left and won that dogfight. And I had like 13 or 14 X-wings. I'm like, just call GG, and you didn't. I'm like, fuck. Then when I killed your base mine, I was hitting your station. I'm like, just call GG, and then I'm like, shit. I like as the game kept going on, I'm like, can I throw this? Can I throw this?
No,
I just threw harder.
When I saw the second Corvette, I kind of knew there was no way you were going to throw, because you had a Corvette for bottom, a Corvette for top, and you had Han Solo going everywhere. So you pretty much, like, the second Corvette it would have been really
Look
hard.
at the lobbies. Look at the lobbies up right now.
Scythe King of Throws. So, yeah, that's
I mean, it was literally Dantooine. That was the only game that I threw. So I mean,
it only takes one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I had fun. That
was the most intense game I think I've played in a very long time. That last Dantooine, I was like, crap. Until I finally realized, I'm like, wait a second. His station doesn't have a shield generator. I can just kill it with Han.
So
yeah.
Rex has just DM'd me with some critical information regarding Game 5. He says that Scythe had supply dock on Tech 2 but didn't repair it. Is that because you had no money?
I didn't have any money. I was trying to get a mine. A mine's more important than
It
this
might have
stupid
insta
supply
pop too,
dock.
because I'm pretty sure 2 hard points insta pop.
No. It was
Was it just the shield gen?
yeah, it was still there. Yeah, it was there. I just didn't have the money. I was trying to go for a mine instead, and then I tried. I was like, you know what, shit. It's like I saw you warping the second Corvette on top left, and I was like, I'll just build a base mine. Hope he doesn't see it. And then I wasn't sure if he saw it just because Han Solo with his like freaking retard,
I
ring
kept
around the
checking it.
rosy shit. Oh, you kept checking it. All right.
Mhm.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I was like, maybe I can just slip it in because he's trying to thinking like, oh, I can snipe more hard points on safe space. Haha. I was like, but I lost the game when I didn't attack the base mine with that blob of ties. Like I should have just went in there and popped it, got rid of the double upgrade.
It was pretty much. There was a specific point in the game where you won. I think it was like kind of early in the game where you won bottom right with a huge blob, and you go middle instead of his base mine. If you go his base mine, you just win the game.
Yeah.
Because you could have built bottom right and just left bottom right to be building, and then kill his base mine, and you would still had mines up.
I mean, this was easily the best like Dantooine game I played, like hands down. Like every other Dantooine game was just been a curb stomp. So it's just like now that I actually played an opponent that knew what the fuck he was doing, it was like, oh, like all right, this game's actually like I gotta try a little harder. But I mean, it is what it is. Like I had fun. I came in this match, and to be honest, like I was like, you know what? I don't really care. I'm just gonna try to make this as fun as possible, and whoever wins wins. And try a couple cheese strats. Try to do a couple things unorthodox and see what happens, and I'll just go from there. And if I lose, I lose. Like I really don't care.
Can I comment on Laney's thing in chat? Because
Oh.
I know this happened. So Laney said in chat for him the moment summing up the game the most was my 3 X-Wings on route to Scythe's 10% mine, with Boba in pursuit. My X-Wings don't fire, but Boba turns around, but X-Wings derp and don't kill the mine in return. But Boba turns around and kills most of the X-Wings. So what happened there was they had S-foils on, and they shot once before I flipped their S-foils, and they were on their recharge, like, in between shots, to where they just wouldn't fire at the mine on that pass. They were just too close. By the time their fire came up again, they were already past the mine. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Like, it reset their hard points.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, my Boba kind of derped there too, so it was a little frustrating because I was like, I killed one and then it just stopped and decided it wasn't gonna attack anything, and just your X-wings got closer to the mine, like the where the distance of like my Boba stopped and trying to like, and I think I did defend the mine if I remember correctly, but like it took a lot more damage because you got a second pass on it. It was a little triggering because it was just like, come on, dude, like what is it doing?
I think Lady made a comment in chat too when I was reading through about what is it with Scythe with always making his opponents like play derp.
Yeah, it was based. He said something like, "How does Scythe get his opponents into these like stupid matches or something like that?"
And then Lady DMs me after the game saying, "Hang on, Lady said a couple things in all caps. Holy shit, do you guys play EAW even?" Along with proper Florida man match. And then, how can you casually beat me on Kessel, then lose to Scythe doing what stuff?
I mean, to be fair, at the end of the day, after everything that's said and done, like Cuarson deserves to win, and roll pops to him because he beat me twice on Dantooine. I got the replay, and I got to play as a better faction in that case, and I still lost, and he outplayed me. I mean, like props to you, man. I mean, it is what it is. Like I deserve to lose. It is like I didn't want to lose, but I mean, that's really it at the end of the day. You just played better than me. So, I mean, congrats for that. You get to move on. You get to play Rex. And, I hope that this series kind of helped you with just playing in just totally bizarre situations that you're just like, I've never seen stuff like this, kind of like Laney indicated, and just kind of adds to your little repertoire. Like, well, I know how to play the game a little
most
bit better
tilting
now.
thing is right before we started the tournament, I anticipated you picking Kessel, and I practiced Rebels against Lady. And literally the last game I played right before we started, I played Rebels against Lady and beat him. And then you just shit roll me on Kessel.
The funny thing is like when I queued, I bought one TIE fighter and then I bought a bomber because I was just like, you know what? maybe I could just pop his bottom left main. I'm like, let me just drag this match out because I feel like the longer I drag it out, I could beat Cuarson. And I was like, I canceled the bomber and I just queued up a bunch of TIE fighters. And then once you gave me pirate fighters, I just canceled my TIE fighters and queued up pirate fighters. And I was like, okay, all right, easy win.
Interesting. Well, I guess with all that said, looking at the bracket, like Cyphe said, Cuarson will move on to play Rex. We now have our top 4, 3 Europeans and 1 American.
Whew.
So
You know what? I'm glad I got the bad game out of my system. Now I can be all reset for Rex. Because this is the worst I've played the entire tournament. Whew.
So Cuarson, yes, you will move on to play Rex, and then do we know when Laney and Realm King are playing? Is that
I believe it's next weekend.
next weekend?
All I want to say is I finished in the exact same spot, except this time I won an extra game as opposed to the 2019
Poor
tournament.
Cyphe just can't get a medal.
Hey, you know
Hang
what?
on.
I am the Andy Dalton of Space 1v1. So
I got a meme for you, Cyphe, that I prepared for this exact occasion. I'm dropping it in 1v1 discussion.
I'm also half a bottle of wine and 4 beers in, so feeling pretty good right now. This is where I put my if I have one.
Because you got 4th in the 2v2. What'd you get in the first? What'd you get in the first 1v1 tourney?
That's actually that's such a good meme. Oh my god.
Poor Cyphe just can't get a medal.
Oh, that's a high quality meme. Kudos. I got nothing for that.
Oh, I've been holding on that. Oh man. Whew.
Okay. Well, on that note, I think we can go ahead and end the stream. There were some pretty hot memes going on. Cuarson, are you prepared for Rex?
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be a good game. I felt confident going into Cyphe. I was more worried about Artemis than Cyphe, and then Cyphe got very, very close to kicking my ass. But I guess halfway through, he just decided he wanted to kick his own ass. So,
All right.
I don't know.
Well, looking forward to see you in the next round. Cyphe, unfortunate that you had to go out this way, and very unfortunate that the 2 Americans had to basically team kill themselves. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Thank you all for watching.
Yeah, GG's. Well played, Cuarson, and enjoy your next match.